Over the course of the last few years, people have woke up and realized that we're in the middle of World War III. And many of these people, they're suffering right now because they had a finish line in mind. But you have to realize, light warriors, that there is no finish line. You're going to have to just keep going. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. We're in World War III and there is no finish line. So you're going to have to keep going. You have to embrace this mentality. You're going to have to embrace this mindset at this time. And no matter what, you're going to have to just keep going. And when you realize that there is no finish line, you're going to have to go through the finish line and you're going to have to continuously move forward without going back, because we ain't ever going back, light warriors. We're going to just keep going. So you have to realize this right now. You see, expectations cause pain. And when we have these expectations that there's going to be a finish line, that something's going to happen on this date, something's going to happen and it's going to change everything. But actually, the change is going to happen inside of you, and you're going to have that moment in time when you have a realization, because the truth cannot be told. It can only be realized. When you realize, finally, you have this epiphany and you say, I'm never going back. We're never going backwards. We're going to keep moving forward, and there is no finish line. So when you understand and overstand this during this time period, it gets rid of the pain and suffering. You might be getting this message right now and you had a finish line in mind. Oh, this is going to happen. Oh, this person's going to come back and save us. None of these things matter because there is no finish line. You're going to have to just keep going. Keep going ain't just a phrase, it's a lifestyle. And if you embrace just keep going, you're just moving forward towards an idea. You're moving forward towards the new earth, because we're not going back to the old matrix. That's why we're out here on the front line of the new earth, taking in this energy, realizing that there is no finish line. Yeah, there's no finish line. And when you realize there's no finish line, I gotta get moving and I gotta keep going, because I'm not going backwards. We're not going back to the satanic structures, the satanic jobs, the satanic systems that never served our people, and they definitely, light warriors, didn't serve our children. Remember, a society is judged by how they treat their most vulnerable, and God is looking down on all of us right now, and we are going to cleanse this world no matter what. That's why the 144,000, the warriors of the rainbow of the Hopi prophecy, are here. And you must realize there is no finish line. You're going to have to keep going. Who cares if it happens tomorrow? Who cares if something happens the next week? Who cares if somebody comes back? None of these things matter, because we, the people, are setting the standards for the new earth. That's what this is all about. It's about free will, and God is making this happen. Through free will, the people will take back their power. We cannot have a society run by false idols anymore. You're going to have the inexhaustible belief in yourself and lose the expectation of a finish line. There's no stopping it, right? Wave after wave. You could sit on this beach and you could sit here and you're waiting for the last wave to come in. And that's going to cause a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, because you're going to be sitting out here for a long time, and guess what? It ain't gonna stop, Light Warriors. It's going to just keep going. And that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to just keep going, because that's what this is happening. And if something massive happens, if something massive changes, well, that's great. But there is no finish line, because even if something does happen, even if people do step forth, it's never going to go back. We can never stop. We could never give in. We have to just keep going. If you are prepared to make it through World War III, if you are prepared to make it through the rapture, why don't you write it in the comments? I will just keep going. That's what it's all about. Keep going. Hashtag keep going, because keep going ain't just some phrase, kid. No. It's a lifestyle, and we're gonna have to keep going. That's how we're gonna build the new earth. That's how we're gonna take this all in. We can never stop. The enemy doesn't take any days off, dear ones, and neither can you. The enemy will never take a day off, so we can never take a day off. There's no days off. It's not going to stop. People are begging and praying for it to stop. Please let it end. Please let it stop. But it will never stop. So bring it, son. Keep bringing it, and be prepared. Put on the full armor of God and move forward, and realize there is no finish line. So keep going. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. The event is the expansion of human consciousness. And for 4 years, I embrace this. I embody this as the lighthouse. I just keep going. Nothing was handed. Nothing was easy. Every single day, I step forth and I just keep going. Because if there is a standard, if there's a finish line, even in my head, we have to bulldoze through the finish line. If you have this finish line in your head, it causes pain when the finish line never shows up. You have to be the change that you want to see in the world. There is no finish line. There is no turning back. So bulldoze your way forward, Light Warriors. And in the end, we will bring forth the victory of the light. Remember, we cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious that in life, there is no finish line. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension with no finish line. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. And then they're going to say, oh, we're in the 6th dimension, we're in the 12th dimension, we're in the 12D, we're in the 15th dimension. It just keeps going, Light Warriors. It's never going to stop, because it's our evolutionary journey and we're constantly evolving. Are you evolving? Write it down. I am evolving. This is evolution. You can't stop, because one day you'll wake up and evolution will pass you by. There is no finish line. Don't be tired. Get up, son, and keep moving. And you have to adapt. You have to evolve to this new lifestyle. We're never going back, and we're never giving in. We have to keep going. We can't stop, because there's no finish line, Light Warriors. There's no finish line. Share this message with others. I know a lot of people are struggling during this time period. They're waiting for false idols. They're waiting for satanic creatures to disappear. They're waiting for fake hope. We shared a long time ago, hope is a satanic trap. There is no hope. There is only the power of now. There's no finish line, so keep going. I am the defender of our everyday lives. Victory of the light. And so it is.